emergence of China's fifth-generation filmmakers was less the beginning of an artistic movement than a collective eruption from a group of young people whose youth had been stolen by history, finally given a chance to speak. To understand the origins of the fifth-generation Chinese film, we must return to their coming-of-age years, which is the decade of the Cultural Revolution. Most of the fifth-generation filmmakers were born in the 1950s. They were all educated youth who were sent to the countryside and borderlands, spending their youth living alongside lower-class ordinary people. This experience of being deprived of a normal education became the most profound lesson they learned about Chinese society. On the Loess Plateau, in pastoral grasslands, on the frontiers, they witnessed poverty and repression, but also saw the resilient vitality of ordinary people. As Zhang Yimou put it, the shared experiences of more than a decade of hardships in society, along with each person's individual experiences, constitute the spiritual wealth of our generation, and this wealth will release considerable energy once it meets the right moment. Scholar Ni Zhen, in Memoirs from the Beijing Film Academy, points out that it was precisely this unique life experience of being sent down that became the core of the fifth generation's later innovations on the Chinese screen. When they graduated in 1982, the films they delivered, 1 and 8 and Yellow Earth, announced that Chinese cinema had entered a new era. The signature style of early fifth-generation films, minimized dialogue, let images tell the story. In 1 and 8, featured by incomplete compositions, faces cut off mid-frame, tilted shots, this was not technical failure. Cinematographer Zhang Yimou later explained that it was about expressing a feeling of anger. They used this rule-breaking visual language to hurl at the audience the sense of repression born of their time. Yellow Earth pushed this style even further. Throughout the film, the yellow earth fills the frame, with human figures pressed to the bottom, almost invisible. The yellow river rolls on. Drum dancers leap wildly across the loess. These shots are not telling a story, they are conveying a mood, the weight of this land, the silence and struggle of the people living on it. Director Chen Kai made it clear that he made this film not to tell a story, but to explore our national character on a deeper level. This is the defining stylistic feature of the fifth generation. They fused historical reflection with visual impact. The Loess Plateau, the Yellow River, grasslands, deserts are not backdrops. They become characters in their own right, interwoven with human fate, to form an inquiry into the national psyche. With bold colors, extreme compositions, and slow rhythms, they created a visual power never before seen on Chinese screens. It brought cinema back to itself, thinking through images, not through dialogue. The significance of this exploration went beyond artistic breakthrough. It allowed Chinese cinema, for the first time, to truly break free from stage-like conventions and find its own language. More importantly, it brought the question of the humanity back to the screen. Fifth-generation films remain among the most incisive works in Chinese cinema history. They carry the wounds of their era, but also its courage, using images to reflect, to question, to express, continues to influence Chinese filmmakers today.